glad you could join us today. There's quite a bit going on here around the house today. Me and Brenda are trying to get a few projects done. I'm going to be working on, it's kind of hard to see with the sun, but pressure washing our back deck and a few other things here in the yard. Let me come over here. This fence that's back here, it's one entire side of our property here. That's the last piece of the fence that I have to get pressure washed. I'm going to try to get that knocked out today. Plus this little porch here on one of our little buildings, I got to get it pressure washed today. I'm going to take you around front. While we're doing that, I want to say thanks for tuning in and watching us today. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know whether you like this. Give us a comment. Let us know if you don't like this. Now we're on the front 40 acres. Let's see. We had this raised flower bed and this raised bench area put in by our oldest son and a friend of his a couple of years ago. Thanks again, Chip, Kyle. Really appreciate it. They look wonderful. Brenda's going to work on staining those today. We've let them season. We pressure washed them, let them season some more. So we'll work on getting that stained. Just a couple of the few projects we've got going on here today. I'm going to shut this down for a second and get started on this pressure washing back here. We'll check in with y'all from time to time. Okay, I've got the first washing of the deck done. The goal is to get this pressure washed and let it dry, hopefully be able to put some deck paint on it starting today. If not, we can do it tomorrow. So I'm going to go around front and check on Brenda's progress. This looks good. Oh man, wow. I'm going to do a walk around on this. Now this is about where I was standing when I did the still shot, the before, which I'm going to hang up, oops, sorry about that, about right in this area. So y'all can have a side-by-side comparison, but this looks good. Okay, the roller doesn't work too good?
Nah, it just kind of doesn't get it in there very good.
Okay. So she's going with the paintbrush.
Yeah.
And you can actually see the before, which is down here, and then what she's already put some stain on up there. Just to give you folks an idea of what it's going to look like. This is real good. I'm going to see if I can find that can.
It's right there.
Okay.
And it's windy, so needless to say, I'm getting stained.
This is what we picked out from Thompson's water seal, waterproofer and tinted wood stain. It's the desert brown color.
It's very pretty.
Which is very pretty.
Yes.
But we'll just have to see what this whole thing looks like whenever she gets done with it. Yeah. Now, because I can't use a pressure washer without making a complete and total mess, I'm going to get this stuff washed off before Brenda sees it. Shh, don't tell her I did this, y'all. Boy, it's hot out here today. Just wanted to show y'all, I've started on the fence, and the top half I've done, the bottom half I haven't, just to kind of give you an idea of what all it's taken off. And this is the fence next to it. I've got it completely done a while back, but that's what it's going to look like after it dries, I hope, because that looks really good. But I've got, I don't know, about 12, 15 more 8-foot sections to do today. But I just took me a break to get me a little bit of water, and I wanted to show y'all the contrast between the two. I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. This is our back deck after it's washed and dried. Still got a few places where there's some green there. It's kind of hard to see, but there's still some. There it is, right through there. I've went over that with the pressure washer and with a few cleaners and still ain't got it up yet. But anywho, stroll over here. Love those beautiful zinnias. This is, close that door, our little side porch that I pressure washed. It actually came out pretty good. I made this 7 years ago out of leftover lumber from a pergola that used to sit right where them plastic chairs are. This property looks a whole lot different than when we moved in here 8 years ago. I will tell you that. In the back corner back here is where I started with the pressure washing. It don't look nothing like it did. It's drying pretty good. I went all the way down this side of the property here. And I ended with the gate that we built about 4 years ago. There used to be a fence, little small walk-through gate that was about this wide right here. And then the rest of that was just fence. But me and my son-in-law, we took the outer facing boards from the fence and the gate and laid them out and built this frame. And now the hinges are here, and all of this is a gate, and it swings out away. And the sole reason for me doing that was so I could get that 5x8 trailer out. Because what we used to have to do was, I don't know if you can see it or not, I'm going to try to zoom in on it, but hanging up right back there on the fence are some ramps that I made out of 2x6s. And we literally used to have to lay the ramps up on the deck, put the trailer on the deck, move the ramps to the other side, take the trailer down, turn it in between the building and the gate, and then take it out the gate that way. Believe me, the 6 hours of labor that it took non-construction me and my son-in-law to make that gate was worth it. I'm going to finish putting my fence back together. I had some decorative things that were hanging on it. Clean up my water hose mess back over here. Put my pressure washer up. Clean me up. I've got pieces of dirt and little particles of wood. This pressure washer, it's a Crosstour brand, little electric pressure washer that my wife bought many years ago. I don't even remember where she bought it at. But this thing is great, but you got to be careful because it's just a little portable one. I'm not sure what the gallons per minute on it is, but if you get too close, you can carve your initials in some wood, I'm here to tell you. But I'm going to shut this down for a little bit, do a little bit of cleanup on the yard, do a little cleanup on the me, and I'll get back with you in a little bit. Okay, I found the tag on this thing. It's a Crosstour brand, 1.3 gallon per minute, maximum 1500 psi. Like I said, I'm not really sure where we picked this thing up at. It's Crosstour, K-A-R-C-H-E-R, in case you folks want to look it up. It's got two wands that are interchangeable. One of them is the round one, the spiral one that I like to use a lot. The other one is adjustable. It'll go from a flat string to a pinpoint. But the round spiral one is definitely the better of the two, from my opinion. That's the purple one. The yellow one is the spiral, the non-spiral one. You just plug it in to a two-prong because it's self-grounded. Then you plug the hose in. That's where your water hose hooks up at. And up here on the front at the bottom is where your other hose hooks in at. Like I said, it's a good little pressure washer. I'm not going to leave a link to this in our Amazon shop for two reasons. Number one, we don't have an Amazon shop. And number two, when we got this thing, Amazon wasn't a thing, just to give you an idea of how long we've had it. But it's really good. We have Brinkley, our Yorkie, Sarah, little Miss Sarah, our little Chihuahua mini pin mix. He's a Yorkie. I call him a Clydesdale Yorkie because he's about 17 pounds. He's actually a teddy bear Yorkie, but I thought I'd go ahead and introduce y'all to Brinkley and Sarah because you're probably going to see them in the videos quite a bit. Well, I'm going to call this done for the day, at least as far as this vlog is concerned. I'm going to go in and finish getting me cleaned up, then we're going to get us some supper. Right back there is my raised bed garden. A couple of tomatoes, some green beans. I've got some cucumber in here, some more tomato plants over there, but that's the extent of our garden. So right now our garden is not capable of sustaining us on its own, but you know, this is our first year, so we're just getting started. So I invite y'all to come back and check with us, see what we're getting into next. We'll talk to y'all later.